In this video, we will quickly learn how to launch an AWS EC2 instance, and then we will see how to download PuTTY and WinSCP, the clients, to connect to the any virtual machine, and then we will connect our AWS EC2 instance with these clients, and then we will run some basic Linux commands, and then we will see how to stop and terminate the EC2 instance. So basically this tutorial will cover full life cycle of EC2 instance. So friends, if you are having an AWS account, then you can just go to this website aws.amazon.com console, and then you can click here sign into console, and then it will ask you username and password where you will give, and you will be logged into the AWS account. If you are not having an account, you can just create. It is like it is free for 1 year, so you can create, and then you can log in. So I am already logged in, so let me go to this login page, and this is the home page which is appearing right now. And now you have to go to this services tab over here in the left top, and then you can go over here at the EC2 compute service EC2. Once you will click here, you will be redirected to the EC2 console, and now you can see here 0 running instances. It means right now there are no EC2 instance, no EC2 machine in our AWS account. So right now we will click on this running instances, 0 running instances, and now you have to launch an instance. So just click here on this button. And now friends, here you can see there are the lots of images which you can choose. Let us go with the Ubuntu right now. So I will scroll down, and you can see there are Windows images also available. So let me search for Ubuntu. So you can see there are Ubuntu images. I am searching for 16.02 version. So yeah, so Ubuntu server 16.02 LTS. I am going with this image. So let me select this, and now you can see the now it has redirected to this page where it is saying choose instance type. So friend, this is very important page because you have to choose here how much CPU, how much memory, how much instance storage your instance will have. And so all the instances are basically the paid one. Only the one comes in free tier eligible. So you can see here in the green button, in the green tab, free tier eligible. So basically this instance is free for 1 year. So make sure you are choosing this one, otherwise you will end up in paying the cost. So now you can see here 1 vCPU. It means one virtual CPU. So basically 1 unit of CPU, 1 unit of RAM, and storage type is EBS only. So just choose this one, and now just click next configuration instance detail. So now here you can see there are the number of instances is 1, and just leave these configurations like network, subnet, auto assign, public IP. You don't have to worry right now about all these things. Just let them default, and just click next add storage. And here you can see the add storage is nothing but like you are having hard disk on your system. So basically add storage root, and the devices /DVA/HDA1. So don't worry about this also right now, and just click next add tags. So friends, now you can add the tags. So tag is nothing but identifying your EC2 instance after it is launched. So basically key you can give anything. So I'm giving just a name as a key, and the value you can give again anything. So you can give like first EC2 instance, and then again you click next, configure security group. And security group is nothing friends, it is like who can access your machine from outside. So just click create new security group. If you are having an existing, just click here, select an existing security group. So I am just going with select a new security group, and security group you can give name anything. So it is like coming launch wizard 5, let it be default. It is SSH. So for a beginning you can give all traffic, so it will allow all traffic to communicate with this machine. So let us give all traffic, and if you wish you can change to SSH only. SSH means only SSH client, only SSH request will be able to hit this EC2 machine. So I'm giving right now all traffic because I'm not worried about security right now. So protocol is all right now, and then port range you don't worry about this. Source, so source is anywhere, anyone can access this machine. So I'm giving anywhere, and now this will automatically come as 0.0.0 something. Now you can add the rules if you want. So right now I'm going with one rule, which, so my machine is accessible with all traffic, with all kinds of protocol, with all ports range, and from anywhere in the world. So now I'm going with review. So you might be, so you might have got enough like little idea about what is security group, right? So security group is nothing but how, from where the machine can be accessed from the outside world. Now you just click review and launch, and you can just review the things which you have configured till now, and you can just click launch. And once in this step, so friend, this is basically a important thing. So what AWS does is so now it is saying that select an existing key pair or create a new key pair. So this key pair is nothing but one file will get downloaded in your system, which is used as a private key to access this machine through your client, through your Putty client or WinSCP client. So just click choose an existing key pair, or create a new key pair. So because we are creating the first time, we will create a new key pair, and any key pair you can give like any name. This is just a name of key pair. So first key pair, anything, and then you can click here download key pair, and the key pair file will get downloaded in your machine. So friends, just keep this key pair file anywhere, like securely in your machine. Basically don't delete it, otherwise you will not be able to access your EC2 machine in future. So now just click launch instance. So now it will launch your EC2 instance in some time. So how you can verify is you can just go into view instances tab. So now you can see your EC2 machine, your EC2 virtual machine, your EC2 instance is coming up. So now right now the instance state is pending, because it is creating the instance in the background. Once it will be created, this pending will change to running. So now friends, until the time it is coming to running, let us download the Putty and WinSCP. So for Putty, what you will do is you can click here, you can type download Putty, and the first link which will come is from official Putty website. So you can just click on this, and just you can download Putty here. Just click here, and here you can see the Windows version for 62-bit and 64-bit, 32-bit and 64-bit. So you can click on any of the installers depending on your operating system. So I will click on this. So it will start the download basically, and you can see in the left side, so the Putty is downloaded. And similarly I will download. So now what I will do is I will go to this download folder, and just double click on this installable file, and just click next. Just click next, because this is just the Putty installation location, and just click install, and just click yes if any warning message is appearing, any warning pop-up appears, and just click next. And now just this will install the Putty and Putty Gen software in your machine. So now let us download the WinSCP also. So what I will do is WinSCP download, and again we will go to official website of WinSCP, and you can see here the installation package for Windows. Just click on this, and it will again start the WinSCP download in your machine, as you can see. Now you can go to the downloads folder. So basically I have downloaded 2 times. One before also I downloaded, so that's why it is coming like 1 and 1. So now for WinSCP installation, again double click on this WinSCP file, WinSCP setup file, and just click yes if any warning pop-up comes up. And now just click accept, and just click next, install. So this will basically install the WinSCP also in your machine. So these are the 2 clients finished. These are 2 clients to communicate with any remote virtual machines, not only AWS EC2 instance, any remote machine. So now we are done with the client installations, and we are done with like AWS instance creation. So now you can see the instance state is running. So basically our instance is up and running. So let us now try to connect this instance with the Putty and WinSCP. Select DNS from here. copy this public DNS and just launch a putty. Go to your start menu, PUTTY, and you can see here putty tab. Just click on this, and in the host name what you will do is, so friend, before connecting, you have to do one thing. You have to convert this PAM file. So let me tell you. So the PAM file which got downloaded, right, as a key pair, so you have to convert this PAM file to the PPK format. So right now this is in PEM format. You have to convert it to PPK format to connect via putty. So how you will convert is, there is again a different utility called putty gen, which will come as a part of putty installation only. So just click on the putty gen, and just you can see here the load button. Just click load and go to the scroll to the folder where your PM file is there. So now here nothing is appearing. So make sure that here you select all files, and now you will be able to see the PAM file. Just click open, and you will see a warning message. Just click OK over here, and now just click save private key. And once you will click save private key, another pop-up message will come. Just click yes. And now what you can do is, here also you just click all files and save this PPK file with the same name as your PAM file. So I have just clicked on this first key pair so that the name will come, and I will change the format to PPK and just click save. Now your PPK file is generated. If you will go again to the downloads folder, you can see, so there is one file called PEM, and there is one file called first key pair, and it is not showing the PPK extension, but it is basically a PPK extension file. If you will go to the type properties, and if you will see the type, right, so type of file is .ppk. So now we will again go to our putty which we have opened earlier. So there are two things. Let me close one. Yeah. So, and we have copied something, right? If you remember, we have copied the public DNS name of our EC2 machine. So just we will, in the host name, we will put that name. We have pasted that name, and now we will go to the in the left pane. You can see there is category. So now just click on this SSH thing, and just inside the auth, just click on auth, and here in the browse, you have to browse the PPK file. So now we will go to this PC downloads and the first PPK. So here you can see the PPK file. Just open it, and now friend, just click on open, and now you will be to a putty console, and just click yes over here on the warning message. Now friends, we have selected an Ubuntu machine as an image, Ubuntu image for EC2 machine. So the username for the Ubuntu EC2 machine, the AWS provided is UBUNTU Ubuntu. So you just type UBUNTU over here and just click enter. So now you can see we are connected to our EC2 machine. So now you can run any of your commands, basically, so any commands, anything you can do with this machine, which you can do in normal Ubuntu operating system, any machine which is Ubuntu based, any virtual machine or any physical machine, you can do anything with this. So if I will type a command ls, you can see there is nothing in the root folder right now. So pwd, so present working directory is home Ubuntu right now. mk, so we will run some more commands. mkdir suppose a, so we are creating a directory a in the home Ubuntu. Now you will do ls, so we can see a is a directory which has been created. So anything you can do with this machine as a normal virtual machine. So this is how we connected to the putty. So let me close this, and now let us try to connect it via WinSCP. So I will open my WinSCP desktop app, which we have installed few minutes back, and again in the host name you have to copy the same thing, the public DNS name. In the username, if you wish, yeah, in the username you have to give Ubuntu, because our machine is Ubuntu. And now the main thing over here is you have to click in the advanced button over here. Just click advanced, and just click authentication over here, and again you have to browse to the PPK file, which is in the downloads folder in my case right now. Just click on this and just open. Just click OK and just click login. So now you can see, just click yes over here, and Now we are able to successfully log into our EC2 machine from WinSCP2. So this is basically gives you some kind of GUI effect. So this is basically your local machine. This is basically a remote machine, EC2 machine. So you can see in the home Ubuntu folder we created through Putty, we have created one folder A. So it is appearing over here. So now friends, I'm closing this. So friends, till now we have created an EC2 machine, Ubuntu based EC2 machine in AWS console, in AWS environment, and we have connected that EC2 machine successfully with our Putty and WinSCP. Now friends, let me show you how to stop and terminate this EC2 machine. And the one more thing friends, the important thing is whatever we are doing right now, right? So whatever we are creating, whatever EC2 instance we have created is in N Virginia, US East region. So this is the region where we have created our EC2 machine. So if you will go any other region, right, this is just like data center. So I am going right now to the US East origin. So if you will go to the Ohio, so if you will go to the instances tab over here, right, so you will see that there are no instances right now in this origin, in this region. So you have to make sure that you are in the correct region of AWS to see the EC2 machine which you have created earlier. So if you will go to the again to the US East and Virginia, you can see our EC2 instance which we have created. So these machines, whatever these services, these EC2 machine or any other service are very much specific to the regions of AWS. So this sometimes happens that people create machines or any service instance in one region and they are not able to visualize that instance because when they are coming back second time they might be on the different region. So just make sure that you are on the correct region. Now friends, now we will try to stop and terminate this EC2 instance. So what I will do is, you can see here the action tab. First you have to select this EC2 machine whichever you want to terminate and stop. So just select and click on actions and go to instance state and you can just click stop. So what it will do is it will stop the EC2 machine, but it will not delete. So stop means anytime in future you can come and you can again start this EC2 machine. So it is just like a shutdown and restart and shutdown and start. So it is taking some time to stop. Let it get stopped, and after that we will again try to restart this. Again try to start this machine. So in the stop mode, you will not be able to connect to either Putty or WinSCP, any client, because the machine is right now in the shutdown state. So friend, let it get stopped and let us not wait for this. Once it will stop, here the instance state will be stopped for you. And again to start it, you can again come to this action tab and you can see the instance state, and then when it will be in the stop mode, this start button will be enabled. So if you will click on the start button, it will again, the instance will again come up. Now friends, we will just terminate this instance. So what I will do is I will go again to the instance state and I will terminate it. So it will ask for the confirmation, just click yes. So terminate in the sense it will delete this machine from the AWS. So friends, after few minutes, this entry also, this row whichever you are seeing right now, right, first EC2 instance something and then instance ID, this row will get disappeared from this console. So basically nothing will be there, no EC2 instance machine will be there. So you cannot start or do anything with this machine. This machine will totally get disappeared, delete. So friend, that's all about the EC2 lifecycle. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, give your feedback in the comment section below. Okay, then take care. Bye bye. Tata.